Want to head down to the SIBO. Scott Bauer is there, the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. So Scott, let's talk markets overall for a sec. You want to buy a dip on a services that's still expanding?
Yeah, I have been a buy and dip guy over the last 6 to 9 months. I'm a little skeptical at this point. What I would look to do here, Oliver, though, is actually sell a little volatility in the marketplace.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean I'm getting long the market or short the market. I want to sell a little volatility here because, I think the VIX is a little rich with this pop that we just saw over the last 10 to 15 minutes here. I think that, like we saw after the 2-day big decline, volatility was actually down this morning. We saw the VIX down quite a bit prior to this news here. And I think once the dust settles here, and especially going into the print tomorrow, the number tomorrow that we're going to get on unemployment, I think that's a good opportunity to sell some really expensive premium.
Now, where do you want to do that? Do you have to go further out of the money to be more comfortable with it, Scott? I mean, do you want to play with fire close to a sell-off now that looks like it's going to go into the third day?
Yeah, I think I would go a little bit further out of the money. And, looking at something in the SPY or any of the major indices, the triple Qs, look to maybe sell an iron condor. Maybe look to sell something a little further out than what the normal market maker expected move is. But I want to take advantage of this real expensive premium. And again, it's not a directional market move up or down. It's just trying to take advantage of some of this excess premium.
Yeah. All right. How about on this company-specific front, Scott, or do you want to try and still get involved in earnings? We've talked Costco here. Any interest in trading one of the big retail success stories?
Absolutely, and I love it. And George made a lot of good points here. I think that his bear case of even if they report good metrics that the stock could hit 260, I don't really see that happening here. In fact, I think if they report really good metrics and the market is just so soured right now, I think we actually see the stock really, really explode here because the barometer for those metrics is pretty low right now. So I definitely want to trade it. I want to take advantage again, like we just talked about. I want to take advantage of massive, massive premium, massive implied volatility. So I'm looking to sell an option this week. I'm actually looking to sell the 300 call this week, buy the 297.5 next week. That's called a diagonal spread. It's really a combination, Oliver, of a slight vertical call spread to the upside, but also a calendar spread because it's over 2 weeks. So I can do that now probably closer to about $1, maybe $1.10 or so with the stock down here. I'm looking for an upside move here. The market's pricing in, the option market's pricing in somewhere about a $13, $14 move, which if that's to the upside, puts it right to that 297, 298 number. So I really like that. The best thing I like about this type of trade is if I'm wrong, and I certainly can be wrong here, my risk is completely defined. It's limited to the amount I pay for the spread.
I see. All right. Well, at $281, it's off the 307 high, but right where one would be looking for the stock to get back into the trend to the upside because it has been consistent higher highs and higher lows, and that would be the cue here for earnings. So we'll be looking at it, Scott, this afternoon. Appreciate it, Mr. Bauer. As always, good stuff. Scott's the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Stocks on pace for a third straight decline.